Spatial design has the capacity to influence behavior and leave a lasting impression on the mind. Thus, this level 3 studio at Faculty of Design is focused on exploring this potential of design. The studio is titled Brand Building through Spatial Design, as it is also based on the premise that with the ongoing rise in omnichannel retailing, the onus on retail spaces is to create brand centric spatial experiences. In this studio, the methodology of arriving at strategic design concepts and translating them into experiences is put to practice, which usually requires thorough research and strategic thinking. The brands that were chosen for the exercises this semester covered a wide array of national and international brands from various product categories. So now let us look at the exercises carried out by the 12 participants in this monsoon 2020 semester.
Criterion Collection is a very unique brand. Its buyable products are two digital content products. One, classic films restored through their state of the art restoration process, and second, their award winning supplementary features. This brand thus provides the opportunity for the cinephiles to connect for the appreciation of cinema. Unfortunately, it is not yet very popular in India yet, and hence I wanted to create a space for people to come together for the appreciation of the art of cinema in such a way that it would also highlight Criterion's role in enhancing the experience of watching those films.
This semester, I designed for Nerolac, currently the second most popular paint brand in India. And for me, the major goal was to truly understand how the brand is different from its competitor and how these differences can be translated into strategies in special design. In India, the paint buying process is very unique, and so my design strategies were developed keeping in mind the three different sets of target audiences, consisting of the designers, homeowners, and painters, with designers being the primary target audience.
The typology of a pop-up store suited my brand the best because Epigami is an FMCG brand and its products are easily available at most grocery stores. The pop-up allowed me to create a more experiential based fun journey and at the same time provide information regarding health benefits of the products. The pop-up would help to increase the brand awareness and increase brand recall value. I designed taking advantage of the trees on site and created a casual fun environment which I believe people will associate to the products of Epigamia.
The brand I choose to work on is OnePlus, the smartphone brand which has started giving tough competition to Samsung and Apple now. So I decided to strategically put OnePlus Experience Center in the vicinity of Samsung's Experience Center on MG Road in Bangalore. The location itself would make it clear for the people that brand is in a top position. This location has high footfall, so this is the perfect place to create buzz in a city. I wanted to position OnePlus as an economical brand, which the current younger target audience would find attractive. I have also provided for space to community building activities in the experience center.
I very much enjoyed the process and learned how the tiniest of hints that brand gives can be very impactful to design the magnificent store. In my case, a brand like Raw would mainly benefit from increasing the brand recall through the pop-up, and easiest way to attract people is to give free samples. So I focused on that along with providing fun juicing and mixology areas to make the products more appealing.
In developing the design for an experiential retail store for a fast growing NGO based brand called Last Forest, whose primary product range is a variety of organic and infused honey flavors, my main strategy was to design a space such that it would attract the shoppers on the busy Bangalore street and provide a place for them to hang out so that they can taste the dishes made out of brand's own products, which would help to promote the products and also communicate the authenticity of the brand's cause.
My project for this semester was designing a pop up store for an international online brand called Etsy, which sells craft based products worldwide and promotes artisans through it. It is now in the process of encouraging more artists from India to become sellers on Etsy. So, in designing the pop up store, I mostly explored how to convert the programmatic ideas into tangible interventions.
Located on the most happening street of London, this 150-year-old building has its own beauty. The space is designed in such a way that all the interventions introduced do not touch the building. The building facade is kept minimalistic so that the Portland stone can be appreciated to the fullest. Minimal materials are used along the arches which give a tinge of modern look to the building and also goes with the brand image.
In my case, since I was designing a flagship store for an apparel brand called Vrajbhumi, which is mainly unique because of its product's design sensibilities, that is, its bold colors and patterns, and the rawness of the fabric, one of the most interesting design stages was deciding the right material palette and applying them in the right proportions and places to help create an ambience that complemented the product's features.
This semester, the brand that I have designed for is Terms. Terms is an apparel brand which uses nanotechnology to make their apparel stain resistant, odor resistant, antibacterial that has started online. Since the brand has futuristic approach, it was important to translate that in the design as well. That's the reason of involvement of spaceship-like ambience in one part of the store and the rest part depicting some different textured planet, which included bouldering wall as a strategy to talk about the super stretchable part of the fabric, which was as a result of nanotechnology. Also, making people understand the technology and developing a trust between the brand and the people was really important.
Tentree is an apparel brand that plants 10 trees for every product purchased. Hence, the goal through spatial design was to create a balance between the brand's involvement in the cause and to portray Tentree as an apparel brand. I was successfully able to achieve the balance by creating some impactful and interactive installations inside the store that creates an environment where people can know about the brand along with the product range and its features.
Google is a brand synonymous with the search engine we use every day. But what we are still unfamiliar with is its artificially intelligent products. A pop up store allows the visitor to have a first hand experience of the brand. Since it's a temporary setup, the main intention is to strategically focus on the technologically advanced capabilities of Google brand. The flexibility of placing it at one of the most engaging spots in Delhi allows me to attract the most conversion ready audience to experience and fall in love with the brand and its products.
So as we just saw, strategy for each project, be it location and typology of the outlet, or programmatic interventions to increase the footfall, was arrived at by analyzing the brand's products and its unique positioning, its marketing collaterals, and its customer pain points. Design concepts were developed keeping in mind the intentions and expectations of the aspired footfall, and a success matrix was developed to ensure that the proposed spatial design would contribute in increasing brand awareness and recall and imprint a desired image of the brand in the minds of its target audience.
Overall, I think it was great to see certain level of, I'll say, elevating design to certain level, thinking of certain things which you think as a beyond designer, you only learn through experience when you practice. I think very, very encouraging to see that people are looking on those aspects, especially when you're dealing with brands. What comes out, it's always a different thing, but ultimately to learn is a process here, and that's very important. So when you come out in the field, you apply that same process, you already have results which will come out fantastic. Other thing, I think presentations, quite a few work had a brilliant presentation, not a conventional way of presenting, and that what works in retail, because when you work for brands, when you work for explaining consumer journey, the more you can make presentation alive, make it self-explanatory, because you're going to be dealing with the whole people who come from marketing industries and CEOs, and they may not have any touch on design. So how you make things sell to them without actually selling is much more key. I think a lot of presentation we saw that. Third, I think what I saw and in a lot of projects and good use of technology actually as a reference as some applications. I'm sure when you guys working on a professional project, you'll come to know the real boundaries, how to use technology, but at least you have the background. And the fourth and the last thing what I felt was that at a program level, I think most of the projects were quietly good and nicely programmed. So it was not left that if this is a brand and I've created a shop, there was always I found there were a fair amount of reasons and logics put in a lot of projects, always as case 2-3 projects always will stand out, and that's how it happens. But this is something overall I think commendable work, I think so. If all you guys would have applied, we would have taken all of you actually,
Hi, so this semester was special to me as it was conducted fully online. We did put our extra effort to keep all continuously motivated. Especially Zoom allowed us to create breakout sessions so that students felt they were working together just like offline days. And we also planned several peer reviews which helped them learn from each other. It also allowed us to use the annotation features which helped us refining the designs. Like always, developing layouts for such a large volume is a bit challenging, and I completely enjoyed helping them with that. Interestingly, since everything was conducted online, we used the opportunity to have an international guest speaker. We also had one student joining from Germany and others from various parts of India. All the students were hardworking and highly skilled, but I particularly enjoyed how the studio environment was, always lively and very fun. We did have our share of puns and pranks, which actually helped us in keeping the spirit very lighthearted and made the learning and teaching interactive and very exciting.